Hey, the Presero LLC. Today's date, March 16th, 2026, and I'll be installing some TPMS tire pressure monitors on the RV along with some other stuff. We got a cable to hook up another battery to it, plus a bigger battery box for it. So we're gonna do that. And here are the tools for the kit itself. I already removed that one and installed it just because I wanted to kind of test it out, see how to install it before I actually started shooting the video, because it comes with a little anti-theft device on it. So we're going to put FL here, which is a front left, and then it comes with these little nuts here and this little wrench here to keep them from getting stolen. So the way these work is pretty simple. You just grab one of these little lug nut chingaderas here. If I can get it in there. It just kind of screws in, or it should, hopefully. Let's see. Of course, it's giving me issues now. When I did it over there, it was working fine. But now that I'm videoing, it's not wanting to go in. There it goes. All right. So you just kind of screw that in like that. Then this one goes in clockwise, like so. And over here, that little bit of air leaked out once. And then turn that back one. So then what you do is you put this wrench on there. I don't know how good that's coming out on camera. I can't really see, but you put this wrench on there, turn this one counterclockwise, and then the actual monitor itself, turn it clockwise. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to mess up but if you do it right, you shouldn't be able to remove the there we go. So now it should lock, and you shouldn't be able to, I don't want to hold it because I don't want to mess up see, it's not coming off at all. So that's you do it. Let me install the other ones, and then we'll get started on the then we'll get started on setting up the sensor for it. Alright, so I got all 4 of them installed. So let's take a look at this monitor thing here. I'm gonna go to the truck here to make sure it's gonna be able to pick up on the sensors way the heck up here. So I'm in front of the truck right now, kind of in the shade a little bit. So let's turn the power on. Let's see if it's gonna read what any of those sensors say. So it gives me temperature would be the green, and then blue is supposed to be the sensors themselves. I don't know why it's blinking. Maybe I gotta. All right, well, we picked up one. It's at 81 psi's. Let's see if we go closer. Maybe it'll pick them up even more. Just because maybe we're too far right now. All right, we picked up a second. So that'll be the front left, rear right. All right, now we have the front left. Yeah, so front, no, that's the left, right, right. So, all right, now we picked them all up. All right, they're all at 81. So, let's see. All right, so we picked them all up. So, the pressure on them seems pretty good. And I know there's a way to set it to for minimum and high. Let's see. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing here. So it looks like the pressure high is set at 94. The pressure low is set at 26. And then, oh, there's a temperature warning too. So the tire, let me remove this plastic to get that out of here. So the tire gets above 154, then that'll change there. So, that's on Celsius. All right, so I'm gonna bring it down to 90. And then the tire pressure I'm actually bringing up. Since it's 80 psi, I probably don't want to go below, we'll say 60. I don't want to go below a 20 psi on it. So, all right. And the way I set that was I just hit the menu button and then the power button to move it up or down, and then the temperature will leave it at that. All right, now is there a way to exit out of this? Hold the menu. All right, and if you hold the menu, you exit out. So yeah, so you hold the menu to go into it. I don't even know if that's coming out on camera. And then the power button here is how you control which one. Well, so then if you hit the menu button again, so see, now that one's blinking. Oh, I did that at 60, okay. So yeah, so all right, so that one's set up. So let's hit the menu button again. All right, we're out of there. So that's set up. Now, all right, that's off. And I like it because it's got a solar power on it. So what I'm gonna actually end up doing with that one is same thing I'm gonna do with the camera. I'm just gonna keep everything in the RV itself, just because there's no point in having it anywhere else. I mean, we're only gonna use this when we're using the RV. Therefore, I'll just keep it all in the RV, so I have it all handy when I need it. Let me set up for the this here. I already unstrapped it, but you can see it's got a battery here. I got another box, so I'm gonna take this one off, put the bigger box on there, and go from there. All right, so got access to my battery there. That's so we can't take this battery off, and then put the new box in here. I hate that it's close to metal here somewhat, but it's not too bad. And it's just a quick turn to loosen. Yeah, hopefully it'll be the same over here. Yep, that was it. See, just a quick little turn. Now, oh shoot, that's fine. Let me put this one down here. Now, let me move this whole box here. Got that box out of the way. Here's our new box there. I'm gonna grab this battery here. All right. Put that battery in. That's one that was already in here. And I should have put these batteries on before I put this in here. All right, there we go. I'm going to cover this here. All right, got that off there. Now we're going to parallel these batteries together, which shouldn't be too hard. So you got, almost messed up there. So you got your negative to your negative, negative to negative there. Now what I'm going to do real quick is, so they don't come off on me, is let me, where are my, okay, here they are. Let me put my negative on here right quick. All right, put my negative on there. Come on. All right, and then my negative on there is trying to get tightened down all the way, since we're pretty much done here already. Oh, boys, having issues tonight, guys. Sorry. And then yeah, we'll tighten this one down all the way because I don't think I need access to that one anymore. Trying to figure out how I can. There we go. I don't want the cables to be exposed. All right. I could tighten this one down all the way too. I don't need it anymore, so. All right, now we'll do the positive side one. It'll be the same freaking thing. That one there. Yeah, just go on the outside. I think the outside's easier. Oh, I didn't realize I had gone over the. Yeah, I'll do the same here then. Go under there and then over on that side. But once again, let's, where's my positive at? Here it is. I got my positive one and install it over there. Once and for all. Let me tuck that in there. I gotta go on that side. Just a little bit closer, a little bit easier. All right, you there. Tighten that one up. I don't even know if all that's coming out. Hopefully it is. All right, that one's tight on there. So, gotta do one more and we are good to go. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. When they say doing like this, that way both batteries charge evenly. Because if we were to, let's say if I was to leave the, hold on. All right, there we go. So if I were like, let's say to put both of these cables on the same battery, then this battery would charge. That would charge once this one gets full. But then also when we're running stuff out of the RV, this one would drain first, and then if this one's not fully charged, then we're kind of SO. Where they say when you daisy chain them like this, they both charge evenly and together. So, and also when you're in there using it, you're using both the same batteries, or using both batteries at the same time. Therefore, not burning one out quicker than the other one. All right. Now it came with straps. Here are these straps. Also came with screws, but I don't think I'm gonna screw it down. I'm just gonna strap it in and put that one there. Oh, one thing real quick. Let me show you guys. But they both are the same. I mean, they're both interstate batteries, as you can see. Let me move my phone. All right, so they're both interstate batteries, but then they're also both SRM 24s. So that's everything they said. Make sure that both batteries are the same type of battery. So that's the other thing I had to make sure that we got with it. So let me finish putting this on and we'll go from there. All right, I'm gonna try to show you guys kind of how these straps go in there. There's not very much room in here, so I'm gonna try to show as best as I can. I'm gonna have that other one in there right all the way. So I'm kind of slide in through the back here just to. Oh, do I have that in there? Oh, flip it. I had it on wrong. Gotta make sure that the little plastic tab's gonna be toward the outside. So you're gonna go underneath the frame. That's not coming out, but you're gonna underneath the frame of the front, and then right here. You just kind of peel this plastic thing back and run it through, just like so. And then just kind of pull it tight, just so it's nice and tight. Can I see how? There you go. And then this will go in the top here. If I can get it in there. They're just kind of like a second mechanism to lock it in place. Might have it too tight at the bottom, which I'm not really going to complain about. There it goes. There we go. And then you just kind of pull it through, and there you go. And then you can either leave it there or slide up. I'm just going to leave it like that. Let me go grab the other one. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. And the same thing with this one, just there it goes. All right, perfect. There you go, and then that's installed. Then let me show you else. What else we got some more stuff for the RV that I never showed them on it, but we got this little lock right here, so this can't be messed with or towed. Then we also got this lock on it here, and then I got a lock for the hitch here also. So yeah, and then we got a door stopper that the wife wants to install on the bathroom door in there, but we'll do that one later. And now this battery box here, I'm gonna keep it and use it for my my boat battery for my trolley motor. I think it'll be perfect for it. So yeah, it should be for that boat there if I ever get around to fixing it. But yeah, so I got that done. Let me put my tools away. Gotta open up the garage door right now and let the cats out because we're going on a trip in 2 weeks, and there's a generator in there that I gotta take with me, but I gotta fix the battery on it, or not fix but replace. All right, so here's the where the battery goes for the generator. Here's my battery. Yeah, it's an interstate battery. Why is it an interstate battery? Well, I was at interstate getting the battery for the RV, and I checked the battery for the generator, and they happen to have it, so I just went ahead and purchased it there because I was already there, right? Why make another trip if I don't have to? So let's pull this out here. Now make sure it's gonna fit in there. It should, but let's double check. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna do those before I put it in there. Is I am going to install these chingaders, the bolts and stuff on it. So all right, let me just put everything on the floor here. Hopefully it doesn't run away on me. All right, so we'll put one through. Oh wait, let me get the washer. All right, have the washer on there, and then there's this little bolt thing. I think this goes right in here. Should fit in there perfectly, or I have no idea how. Maybe it goes in like that. The issue is it gonna pick it up? Doesn't look like it is. So let me put this down here. So I'm gonna use that as a support for it. All right. Damn it. Thought I had it. Guess I didn't. And that there is a, you can either use a star or a 10mm, which I find it easier to use a 10mm than a star, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, damn it. Shit. I broke the bottom of it. So once this gets in there, make sure you pull this out, because I didn't realize I was screwing it in. It was going up and it kind of bent the bottom of it. Hopefully it's not going to cause me any issues here in a little bit. My goodness, live and learn, right? I guess this metal thing isn't all that, well, I mean, it's just attached to plastic, so it's not like it's really strong or anything like that, you know? Come on, get out. Let me put it upside down. Oh, I guess that's something else we could try. Let me try that. Let me try holding the battery upside down. And then maybe if I had a screwdriver, which I do, I'm just too lazy to pull it out. It would be a lot easier. You see what happens if I put it through here too, huh? All right, there we go. Nope, that's not gonna work. I just kind of pushed it out. So let me go back to doing it the way I did it the first time. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna screw this in just a tad bit. All right, that looks like it's enough. Now just pull that out and then screw it in the rest of the way. All right, perfect. Let me put the cover on you. Put this cover over here. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did have to take the tire out in order to get to the battery. So put it back in there, and this just goes down. Come on, like so. Let me take this one out of the way. Just because that's where this is going to screw into. If I can get it in there. Let me make sure. Let's see. No, that one's too big, so it's not a 10. Or it's going to be an 8. Come on a little bit longer just so I can put a little bit more pressure on it from a distance so I could screw this in. All right, there he is. And then plug this in like so. Let's see. And there's no propane to it right now, but let's see. All right, that's good. He wasn't doing that before. So, all right, we are good to go here. Well, let me rephrase that. We're gonna be good to go here in a second. Just gotta freaking put this tire back on. But let me put my tools back. Mike got me this new toolkit, and I'm trying to be good about not losing everything on it, just because I seem to have a really bad habit of always losing or misplacing my tools. So I'm trying to be better about making sure I put everything back as soon as I'm done with it. All right, got that there, this here, and this stay. All right, now let me just put this on tight. We should be good to go. All right, there we go. Done. So, and then this is supposed to be a battery charger, but that other battery wasn't charging out, which is what kind of let me know that it was old and needed to be replaced. So, now that's done. I think that's it. Not sure. We shall see. One thing I almost forgot, another thing we got was, you can see on these tires here, I have a chuck there, and then a brick there, and then a rock there. The reason being is I couldn't find my wheel chocks, or we didn't have any good wheel chocks. So I went ahead and we purchased these here. So, here we go. All right. So these will just go on there like that. Let me put them on there. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, these will just go on there like that, and hopefully that'll be good. I did the same on the back ones. Not the back ones, the other side one. I have those red ones there, but as you can see, they're not really doing much. So I'm gonna remove those. Let me actually remove this one here. And this one I'm actually gonna put back in the food truck. That's where I got it from. The food truck there, just in case we have to unhook. I have them in here. I found another one inside one of those drawers that I know I had, but yeah, so let me grab these here and put them on over there, and we should be good to go. I like that they come with the rope, that way you're not have to stick your hand underneath the tire to pull them out. And they're always together. There's always one in the front, one in the back. I shouldn't use this chingadera here, but I'm hoping with these here, I won't have to use that chingadera here at the house. Now, I can just leave it with these on here, and then that'll be good enough there to keep it from sliding. So yeah, let me put these back where they go. Like I said, trying to be better about making sure I put things back. So yeah, let me put these back where they go. Where's the big one here? And then I'll show you guys the ladder that we've also purchased, and we'll go from there. Another thing I forgot is we got this ladder that hooks to the back of the RV. I know I showed you guys the thing for the back of the RV. I just don't know where I'm going to store it. I was thinking of putting it underneath the things here, but I don't know if it's going to take up too much room, or if it's, the bottom of it looks pretty wide, so I don't know if it's going to fit. But those hooks on it just hook onto those right there, and then it just kind of comes down, and you should be good to go to climb up there. But yeah, so we have a TV mount which should be in hopefully tomorrow, but I gotta go out of town for work tomorrow, so I'll probably be able to install it till next weekend. And then the door stopper that the wife wants installed on it. So we have the TV already in here. There's one TV mount here and another one over here. Oh, it's back here, there. So that's where this is gonna be mounted at. So I'm gonna have to push this slide out and go from there. But let's see. I'm gonna check the solar, make sure everything on it looks good. Just plugging in the 2 batteries. Yeah, so it actually shows the temperature 13.0 volts and then 21.7 volts, I think is what it's drawing in right now. And both batteries are, well, this actually only shows you one battery, but since they're both linked together, they're both charged. So that's good. I actually think it's 13 volts is what it might be drawing in. I gotta do some research on this. I'm not too sure about how all of this works and stuff. But yeah, so we gonna get set up for our trip. Hopefully we'll have the TV. Not that we really need it or anything, but once we get that, we'll go from there. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.